Alright, so our next tool, yours might be in a plastic case, or yours might be in a pouch, yours might be in a box. We have a compass set here. The one with the pencil head is the compass. The one with the two needle points is called the divider. I'll take the divider out. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Let's take a look at the compass. Come on, baby. Okay, so the compass is opened up by spinning the wheel on the threaded rod. You might have used compasses in math class or an art class, and typically you just grab the legs and you spread them apart. Well, you don't want to do that with this compass because this is set to stay at one precise measurement while you're working with it. There is a little knob at the end of the threaded rods on my compass, which tells me don't open it any bigger than that. If you open it bigger than that, the compass is going to fall apart and you're going to have to reassemble it. Now, if you don't have the knobs, just understand if you go past the edge of the rod, you're in the soup, okay? So we open and close the compass by spinning the wheel. On one side we have a needle, and on the other side we have a lead. There is a small wheel here to adjust the depth of the needle in and out. And when you get it where you like it, you tighten the wheel back up. Same thing for the lead on this side. Small wheel will allow you to pull the lead in and push the lead out to get it where you want. Ideally, your needle and your lead should stick out the same amount. If one is sticking out farther than the other, well, then it'll be much harder to use the compass. Okay. Using the compass, it's nice if you have a drawing board like I do, because the needle on the compass will stick into the board, and then when I pull the needle out, the board will heal itself. It's kind of like Wolverine from the X-Men. Okay, now your mom's dining room table, though, probably not going to heal itself if you jab it with a compass. So be aware that if you work with a compass on a wooden table or a piece of furniture, you're going to have to take some steps so you don't destroy it. So my suggestion is put down 5 or 10 pieces of Xerox paper, right? And then when you jab through your drawing, you're not jabbing into the paper. You're jabbing into the paper. You're not jabbing into the piece of furniture. All right, so that might keep you out of hot water so that we don't destroy any furniture in the house. The proper use of the compass is to hold it by the knurled spindle at the top. You're going to stick the compass in, and you're going to spin it with your two fingers, holding onto that knurled spindle on the top. And if you hold the compass with a lean while you're doing it, you'll get a nice smooth circle. Okay, so this is kind of like when we were using our pencil with the parallel bar or the triangle. It's important to be aware of what direction you're going in, because you want to lean in the direction you are going in. Now, if you don't lean, if you just hold the compass straight up and down, as you go to make your circle, you'll see it's choppy. It's not very smooth, and in fact, the needle might pop out while you're working on it, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so why don't you set your compass up for a couple of fingers wide and stick it, and then practice spinning it by leaning and twisting with your two fingers on the knurled top there. And if you can do that, great. Make a slightly smaller circle. Same idea. Lean, twist. You can go over it several times if it's light until it's to the darkness or the density you want. And then make it a little bit smaller. Now, if you're doing this and you say, hey, I've got a hole in my paper, I'm going to say, congratulations, you're very observant. Yeah, of course, when you use a compass on a piece of paper, you're going to put a hole in the paper, and that's okay. You don't have to go back in and patch the hole. It's just expected when you're working with a compass that this is something that's going to happen, right? So, as we get smaller and smaller, notice that it's harder. The diameter gets smaller. In fact, I just popped out. So, help us to make small. Okay, we'll Preparation of the compass, getting
scrap paper.
Set your fingers wide, that's the size to start off, and then stick, and then lean. Nice, smooth passes if you need to, until you've got your circle. Now, the compass lead is of graphite, so just like and a pencil lead, we sharpen it to do that for a compass. Start off with a stick of graphite and sand it, grind it, the end of the lead like that. Okay, and to do that, tool in your toolkit. I keep that paper pad here with tools. You have is a paper, nail, compass, and you can wriggle until you point. Chisel point, then you wriggle. And then if you wanted, you can actually just flatten the chisel point sharp. Get a much wider, heavier line with a sharp compass, and this pad is for and to either flip or stick baggy. The lead onto there doesn't go all to your tools in your tool. You want to set the compass things. So you're going to need your caution against sticky compass to set point to the lead. If you do that, it's plastic. Your scary along pretty soon. Is chewed on it. And sticking your steel tool and get this to a specific. Here's my suggestion: a piece of scrap paper, use on the triangle bar. Set it to a certain. Mark the side, say 1/2 inches, and then when it's time to put the point on, move the to your mark. You get it exactly, and now you're coming for the specific. So that's the compass. Called a divider, and a divider on the lead. It's just got what a divider is useful for taking a measurement and then another place. It's one use for instead of draw two as well. You can just set the distance and then the distance somewhere else. Another dividers would be when you're drawing that's at